What's going on, guys? It's me, Dreamliner Fan 2016 here, and today we have another model plane unboxing video for you guys. I hope you guys are excited for today's video, and without being said, let's begin today's unboxing. So, we just only have one box for this unboxing video, and this box comes from the Midwest Mall Store, and the Midwest Mall Store, of course, they provide some great customer service, and they always check their malls just to make sure it doesn't come broken, and they have nice shippings. They are very fast as well, so yeah. I did pre-order this model, so it did took a while for them to have those into their retailers or their warehouse before this gets shipped to me, and the shipping was pretty fast. I think within this week, I think around Monday, it said that it's ready for shipment, and it arrived here as of this recording. It's Friday, so it took 5 days for this thing to be shipped, so really nice for that. Or maybe it was on a Tuesday if I would guess. But yeah, it's a small model to add to my collection, and of course they would pack it in a very tight small box, as you can see right here. So really small, and yeah. But other than that, I'm just excited to unbox this. This is a very exciting model to have into my collection, and I'll go into further details once I unbox this cardboard box. So let's begin this unboxing. And here we go, everybody. So what you're seeing inside, well, technically it hasn't been taken out right here, but this is the NG Models, and this is a brand new model from them, or in this case it's a brand new mold from them. So I am really excited to have this, and this is a very interesting model to like start off their new molds. Yeah, I don't want to tell you guys right away, but if you guys saw the thumbnail, then you should probably know what it is. So as I get the sides cut just like that. Alright, so that's the first side cut. Now if I could try like ripping this portion right here just to make sure I can see like a cut. There it is. So here, let me try to opening it from the top, just like that. And then probably I would set this thing back down and then continue on with the cutting. So just like that. So there's that cutting line right there. So then I would have to like do it like that, and there we go. So we got this unboxed. So as I take out the plastic, we do have some packing paper right here. Well, the box, of course. We have some packing paper, like I said. And I see the mall inside, but first, I do have my invoice from the Midwest. So thank you so much to the Midwest Mall Store team for providing me this nice invoice. And inside that box, we have a very exciting model. And there she is right there. This is the NG Models 1/400 scale Southwest Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 in the Dessert Gold Retro Livery. I am super excited to have this model into my collection, and my first ever NG 737 MAX mold from them. Well, MAX model. But other than that, I am super excited to have this. If I could try to like take it out, once again, they did pack this model very tight inside the box, so I had to like, here, you know what I can do? I can do this. So just cut the bottom side and then push it down. Like, push this model down. So it'll be much more easier. So let me cut this. I think it should be much easier if I were to do that. So I would just cut the bottom and cut this side. Come on. Because I would end up ripping this box open if I were to like push this model out. So the ball's all the way down there. So let me just push it out of that box. Come on. Ooh. Like I said, it is a very tight fit. But other than that, we finally got her out. And man, wow. I am super excited to have this beautiful model into my collection. I know I seen the NG Model 737 MAX mold, and oh my god, well, I seen the production image of this aircraft, and my goodness, it is absolutely amazing. Well, the color is quite controversial, but I'm eager to see what the color is. So I guess that is it for this box. So we're gonna yeet that box, and man, whew, I am excited to finally review this model and provide you amazing, well, details for NG's new 737 MAX mold. And there she is, the NG Models 1/400 scale Southwest Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 in the Dessert Gold Retro Livery. Man, I am just beyond excited to have this model into my collection. My first NG 737 MAX model, like I said, and overall, I'm just beyond excited. This is gonna be amazing, and I can't wait to have this model into my collection. So let's get started with the review of the box. So you got the Boeing 737 MAX 8 tiles right there. You got the CGI image of the aircraft, and love the box art. You got like the Southwest tail back in like its Desert Gold times. I think back when they started like a long time ago. I can't recall what the date, but this is the first livery they had back when they started operations. So really nice right there. Then you got the Herbert D. Kelleher tiles right there, which is basically the name of this aircraft because it's named after the founder of Southwest Airlines, Herbert D. Kelleher. And then you got the NG logo right there, 1/400 scale diecast collectible models, diecast metal. And then you got your Boeing product, licensed product right there. And then you got the Southwest Airlines style right there, painted in like this gold stripe thing. Yeah. And then you got the registration printed on this side and slanted upwards, which is November 871 Hotel. Let me reread the registration again. So the registration of this aircraft is November 871 Hotel Kilo, which of course that is the Hotel Kilo is the registration prefix for Herb Kelleher. And I did see this aircraft back in Sacramento back in early December, and I got an amazing golden hour shot of this aircraft. And man, that photo really turned out amazing, and I really do love it. One of my best catches for 2022. I did upload it to JP and it was acceptable, and that photo sits on my Jet Photos profile. So it's much more nice to have this model and have the photo on JP. But other than that, a very amazing photo I took. And then you got the sides right here. There's like a little bit of blue on like the right here. And then you also got the blue on this side as well. Then you got the Southwest tiles right there. And then you got this and this. The sides right here was this and that are, well, I think no, they're actually different. Oh, I see how it is. It's kind of like different. And then we move on to the back side right here. So then you got your NG logo right there. So pretty much the same aircraft. The Herbert D. Kelleher tiles actually are much smaller compared to the front. And then you got their social media pages right there. Boeing licensed product. And then your warning hazards right there. And the item number of this model is 88001, which is the first NG 737 MAX they did. So, really excited to have this model in my collection. And what are we waiting for? I'm gonna unbox it. So, I can't wait to see this. The color is quite controversial. Some say that the color on this model is quite a bit dark, but I'm eager to see for myself. So as I take this out, here we go everybody. And as I take her out of this box, I can't wait to see her. But let me take out the sides. Alright, here we go everybody. Take her out and wow. Oh my goodness. Take a look at that. And we do have, or I do have, my first CRP for NG Models in the January 2023 format. So it's kind of like a reddish pinkish color, which is quite interesting, I gotta say. So here's the CRP right there. This is once again my first CRP from NG in the January 2023 format, and it looks kind of like different compared to like the previous ones from 2022, which is kind of, I think it looks more nice, I gotta say. But other than that, let's do it. Come on. Hopefully this model does not come broken. Wow. Oh my god. Come on. Wings are good. Okay, wings are good. Horizontal stabilizers. Yes, sir. Take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god. Wow. Whoo. Nice. Wow. This is a beautiful model right there from NG. A great start for the 737 MAX products, and wow, what a way to start it off with Southwest, by the way, because like many people wanted Southwest models, and glad that NG decided to start off the 737 MAX models with Southwest Airlines, and this special livery of course. And here's the NG Models 1/400 scale Southwest Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 in the Desert Gold Retro Livery. Wow, what a model this is, ladies and gentlemen. This is so amazing, and honestly looking at it right now, this is so much better than the Gemini Jet 737 MAX mold. Well, the Gemini 737 MAX mold is still good, but I think the NG MAX mold is a lot more better and more realistic compared to like it's more realistic, just like the real life aircraft. And other than that, I'm so fortunate enough to have this model into my collection. But before we get into the review of the aircraft, I do want to talk about the color. Yes, it is slightly darker compared to like the actual aircraft. The real life aircraft actually like has a metallic gold color, which gives out that nice reflection. And I can see that NG Models kind of like try their best on doing like the color, but I don't think they have like the licensing for Southwest yet, so they couldn't like get the actual colors right. But At least it turned out a lot better. It turned out a lot more better. It's much more better than the Gemini Jet 737-700 and the Desert Gold Livery with that crazy gloss that doesn't seem like accurate at all. So I think NG's rendition on this model is kind of better, although it still needs work. But other than that, I think NG still did a fantastic job on this model, and the color on this thing looks very nice. So now we get into the review of this aircraft. So we'll start with the front, with the cockpit windows right there. So there's your cockpit windows, and then you got the outline of the radome, and you got the nice nose shape of the aircraft, and looking pretty nice, more accurate than GJ. Of course, like, not to complain about GJ, but GJ's version is also good. Then you got the Herbert D. Kelleher tiles right there, once again the founder of Southwest Airlines. And then there's your nose gear door with the ETOPS logo right there. And looking at the production image, the nose gear appears like slightly slanted, but not too much. But what I'm seeing on this model, yeah, it doesn't appear slanted at all when I'm looking at it. So really interesting right there. And yeah. And then there's your L1 Boeing door right there, and then there's your stag port, and there's the pitot tubes right there. Moving on to like the middle section of the aircraft. So before that, this is an all-economy product for Southwest Airlines. Of course, they operate an all-economy aircraft on both of their aircrafts in this case. So really interesting right there. There's your top antenna right there, looking pretty nice and accurate. There's your emergency exit doors. Along with that, you got the AT winglets, the advanced winglets for the 737 MAX. And then you got the main gear right there. And then there's your CFM LEAP 1B engines right there. And I gotta say, looking at the NG version, no rocket ships, which is absolutely amazing. And also some nice details too on this engine. So really nice right there. And moving on to the slightly back portion of this aircraft. So there's your Wi-Fi dome and your back antenna. Let's look at some wing details. So here's the wing detail. If I could try to like focus it. Hang on, let me zoom it out. There we go. So here's the wing detail. So here's the leading edge with the slats, and then you got the trailing edge with the flaps, and then there's your fairings and the emergency exit sliding indicators looking nice, and then there's your spoilers right there, which I gotta say, NG did a nice job on this model too. So yeah, and I also do want to mention that in the actual 737 MAX, the nose gear, well, the landing gear appears slightly higher compared to the 737 NG, and I can see that NG kind of like did a decent job on it. They managed to get like the actual height of the actual 737 MAX, so really nice right there. And now we transition to the very back side of the aircraft. So here's the back side of this beautiful aircraft. Let me zoom in again. There we go. So like I said, there's the back antenna right there. And then you got your L2 door right there. And then you got the US flag placed in the dorsal fin. And of course you got the aircraft registration, November 871 Hotel Kilo. And then moving on to the very back side of the aircraft, you got the APU, which I gotta say, NG did a nice job on recreating the APU of the 737 MAX. And it's kind of like similar to the Dreamliner, except it's just like smaller. And then you got the horizontal stabilizers right there. And the classic Southwest Airlines tail back when they started their operations. And I gotta say, it looks pretty nice and well printed. So, really nice right there. Let's look at the front of the aircraft. So here's the kind of like it was moving a bit. But as I move to the front of the aircraft, yeah, it doesn't appear as rocket ship as compared to the NG. The nose gear looks pretty nice. So I really like that. Now we move on to the starboard side of the aircraft. So here is the starboard side. And you should have your, oops, didn't mean to hit my light, so let me place that back. But here's the L1, well, the first cargo door, the front cargo door over there. Moving on to the middle before we move on to the back cargo door. Here's a look at the starboard engine, which also appears nice and leveled. So really nice right there. And moving on to this side, you had the back cargo door right there. So really nice right there. So once again, a beautiful model and really fortunate enough to have my first NG Max. And now for some different views of this aircraft. So let's start off with the top view. So here's the top view of the aircraft, looking pretty nice. Of course, with all the detailing and the beacon light. Moving on to the bottom side of the aircraft, you got that nice red, looking very nice. I also do want to mention that the nose gear, well, the front main landing gear is actually painted red as well, so pretty nice. And he also got like the nose gear, the main landing gear, nose gear door is painted red as well, so that's pretty nice. And there's your bottom antennas right there, looking pretty nice. And no stand hole, which is quite typical for like NG to not do like a stand hole for the 737. And now moving on to the front of the aircraft. So here's the front of the aircraft. Really loving that ground flex right there. And moving on to the very back of the aircraft. If I could try to like maneuver my hand. There it is. And look at that. Perfectly leveled horizontal stabilizers. So other than that, this is an amazing start for NG 737 MAX models. And I gotta say, minus like the whole dark color on this model, I do love this model to bits. And wow, it just looks amazing. And so fortunate to have this model into my collection. I'm eager to get the Canyon Blue 737 MAX Retro as well from NG as well. So yeah, so that is pretty much it for this unboxing. So with that being said, let me give you guys my final thoughts. Man, this model is absolutely amazing, and what a way to start off the 737 MAX models from NG Models. And I know I said this a couple of times, but it's much better than the Gemini Jets model. I may consider doing a comparison video of the NG 737 MAX and the Gemini 737 MAX. So I'm really excited to do that in the near future. Maybe somewhere around next month or the month after. I'm eager to see, depending on my college stuff, because I'm busy with college right now. And yeah, so other than that, this is a great representation of this model in 1/400 scale. And once again, this is a very fantastic model from NG Models to begin their 737 MAX models. So that is it for today's video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, whoopsie, and turn on that post notification bell so you won't miss a video like this anytime soon. And make sure to check out my other model plane unboxings and model plane content on my playlist that you can find in my YouTube channel. So that is it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Anyways, good night.